every single time something bad happens, or you would assume it's a bad situation, I always say, okay, there's something in this for us. That, there's a message in this, something special can happen here.
Is there one that you think to with that?
The most special thing I've ever been a part of was the Manchester concert. I have the Manchester B tattooed on my arm. Ariana, who I had dinner with last night, she knows this. So I always tell her, and she, gets emotional, but she'll always be a hero to me. Because she could have stayed home after that. She met those kids. She was there. She was traumatized. I asked her to do a concert 2 weeks later in response to terrorism. That's a very unfair ask. But I was angry. But it was an unfair ask. And she said no at first, and then 2 days later called me and says, I'm not who I say I am. Unless I do this, we need to do this. And all those artists showed up. But I always say the hero was the city of Manchester, because people forget the London terror attack was the night before that concert. And the British government put a full alert on saying you can go to the concert, but there is likely an attack. That is what the Greater Manchester Police put out as a bulletin. And I thought, no one's going to show up. We're putting this on, it's on BBC. It's being broadcast over Radio 1. It's on Twitter. It's on YouTube, and it's on Facebook. You can sit at home and watch this magnificent concert and be safe. And when Marcus Mumford took the stage to open it up for us, it was filled with like 66,000 people.
Yeah.
And he and I talked beforehand, and he called for a moment of silence, and it was just completely still. And I just couldn't stop crying. And it was the most powerful thing I've ever been a part of, that and March for Our Lives. Which was in response to gun violence, which we're dealing with again, unfortunately, in the United States. But those kind of things, being a part of those, producing those with people that I love, I'll never forget those moments. It makes it all worth it. And it's why, this country that I'm in, and why Manchester always has a special place in my heart, because I've never seen bravery like that, ever.